Coming up next, live coverage of episode 70 of Dan's Bar. Welcome back to Dan's Bar. Tonight, we've got episode 70, the Presidential Suite. Given that we've got an election coming up, I figured it would make sense to do a presidential suite of cocktails called the Presidential Suite. Catchy, I know. In this cocktail, we're gonna have 2 ounces of a rye, 2 ounces of bourbon, 1 ounce of a rum, 1 ounce of a honey syrup, and a dash of orange bitters, plus a little bit of orange extract right on top. Let's get started. First up, we're gonna do 2 ounces of a Jefferson bourbon. To make a smaller cocktail, use half. So 1 ounce, half ounce, and half ounce. In this case, because it may be an election coming up, we're gonna do a full 2 ounces and 1 ounce all the way through. Jefferson's bourbon made sense for a presidential cocktail because Jefferson. You know, Declaration of Independence guy. Kind of, you know, important to the founding of our country and all that good stuff. You know, that good stuff. We have Jefferson's Reserve because that is the most presidential bourbon that I happen to have on my shelves. Coming up next, we've got a rye whiskey. This one is called Old George, in honor of George Washington, the first president. Again, keeping with the theme. This is a rye from Traverse City in Michigan. Delicious, delicious rye, keeping on theme of our presidential cocktail. And up next, after our rye, we're gonna do a rum. In this case, we're doing a plantation rum in honor of plantation rum, 1 ounce. This combination of spirits is actually really nice together because you got the sweetness from the bourbon, the sweetness from the rum that's a very different kind of sweetness, as well as the kind of herbal dryness of the rye that all really work nicely together. Next up, we're gonna add our honey syrup. This is 2 parts honey to 1 part water. Really, you're just adding enough water to make it so that it doesn't solidify as soon as you put it in that cold cocktail liquid. Because ordinarily, if you add honey to a cocktail, you are immediately going to get a solid honey candy. Having it be a honey syrup allows it to mix into the cocktail as opposed to having that solid area inside. We're gonna add a little bit of an orange bitters because that little fruitiness is gonna add a nice little flavor to our overall cocktail, and it's always good to have a little bit of fruitiness in your presidential suite. Stir this up, dispense, and then add just a touch of an orange extract on top for that little bit of zest. So we'll give this one a stir rather than shake because who doesn't like to stir things up? Excellent. All right, before we dispense, let's get this cleaned up. And just like that, we have our cleaned up space, so we can go ahead and look at the results of our presidential suite. We're gonna strain this into a coupe, but you know, the good kind of coupe. You want to hold beverages. And no, I'm not doing a double strain like I should be doing because I didn't get out the double strainer. That's why. That is a cocktail for an election night that's going away. So, just in case, you have the cocktail you need for the presidential suite, and just top it with a little bit of an orange extract because 1 drop, the oil is going to be right at the top, so the scent as you take the drink is going to add a really nice olfactory aspect to the cocktail. So we have our presidential suite, our very large, full presidential suite. Oh, and I made that with some good liquors too. Oh, that's delightful. Well, highly recommended in case you need something presidential in these upcoming elections. And until we drink again, cheers.